From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia. A Philadelphia police officer lucky to be alive after investigators say a suspect fired at him at point-blank range. What we've uncovered about the late-night incident that began with a traffic stop.
And all eyes on the Vatican. Today marks day 11 in the hospital for Pope Francis. And some good news this morning. Doctors say the pontiff is showing some improvement.
And there's a different kind of vibe in the air. People have a pep in their step when we could hit 60 today. We've been waiting for this for a long one. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the News at 7, streaming on CBS News Philadelphia and on Philly 57. I'm Jim Donovan.
And I'm Janelle Varell. It's going to feel so nice out there later today. We're going to start with that next weather forecast. Meteorologist Kate Bilo in the Hyundai Next Weather Sphere. Kate, it's going to feel balmy by comparison.
It is going to feel beautiful. It was 1 week ago today. We were starting last Tuesday morning in the teens and single digits. We had feels like temperatures near zero in many spots. And the high last Tuesday, 1 week ago today, was only 28 degrees. How the tables have turned. It is still February. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like spring has sprung, at least for a couple of days across the Delaware Valley. And you can see a beautiful sunrise shot right now, feeling fantastic. Not too cold. In fact, temperatures right now are a full 10 degrees warmer than our high last Tuesday. It's 38 degrees in the city right now. It's 35 in Wilmington, 36 degrees in Coatesville, 34 in Pottstown, and 37 in Millville. So even yesterday, we had a lot of 20s out there. This morning, we're starting off in the 30s, feeling fantastic. Our highs today will head to right around 60 in Philadelphia, but I do want to take you through the cloud cover because while it's relatively clear through the morning, watch what happens right here. This is about 1, 2, 3 o'clock into the evening. A front is going to cross the region, and it is going to bring with it at least the chance for a stray shower, mainly in the Poconos or the Lehigh Valley. Not so much here in the city of Philadelphia, but can't rule out a stray sprinkle here or there later on this afternoon. You will notice an increase in cloud cover as well. So off to school this morning. Right now, temperatures in the upper 30s. We do have some clouds right now, but look at how quickly it's going to warm up. By 9 a.m., we're at 45 degrees. 10 a.m., we're up to 49 degrees, and we are headed for a high of right around 60. It would be our first 60-degree day of the year so far. Average is actually late January. We usually do get a 60-degree day in January, so we're maybe a little bit behind schedule, but 60 today, warm, some sunshine early, an increase in clouds. You may want the hood or maybe even the waterproof jacket in the Lehigh Valley. I'll time out some showers today and a better chance on Thursday for all of us coming up with your full next weather forecast. But for now, let's send it over to Kim for a check on the traffic. Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kate. Right now it's 7:02 and we have heavier volume than earlier this morning across the Ben Franklin Bridge from the toll plaza in New Jersey going over into Philadelphia, and on the Burlington-Bristol Bridge. We are on standby for a 7:25 opening of a northbound ship, so just be prepared for vehicle traffic to stop there. In Mullica Hill, New Jersey, we have Ellis Mill Road near Clem's Run with a crash there on the road, so be prepared to be directed around all of that. But good news for drivers in Monroe Township. Route 42 southbound between Gantown Road and Watson Drive. We had some road work there blocking a lane, but that is all cleared out. But in King of Prussia, Montgomery County, Route 202 northbound between Henderson Road and Solon Boulevard is closed. Alternate Valley Forge Road, Ross Road, and Church Road. That's for sinkhole repairs. Janelle? All
right. Thank you, Kim. 7:03, and we're following breaking news out of Brandywine Township, Chester County, where a house caught fire early this morning. This started just after 3:30 this morning along Rock Raymond Road. It took crews about an hour to get the flames under control. We're working to find out if anybody was home when the fire started and the cause.
Philadelphia police officer was nearly shot as he tried to arrest a man in East Germantown following a traffic stop and chase.
Brendan Goldner is live in our newsroom breaking down what detectives say led up to this incident. Brandon, good morning.
Good morning, Janelle and Jim. Police say this officer is lucky he didn't get struck by a bullet because they say the man he was trying to arrest fired his gun from point-blank range. Just after 10 last night, officers pulled over a 45-year-old man along Morton Street who they say was driving with an expired registration. Police say those officers asked the driver to step out of the car, which he did. Then they say he jumped back into the car and sped off. He drove a couple of blocks to Mechanic Street. Officers say that's where the 45-year-old jumped out of his car and ran away. When officers called up to him, they say he struggled as they tried to arrest him. Chief Inspector Scott Small says that's when the man pointed his gun at one of the officers and fired. The bullet narrowly missed the officer.
So the police officer is very, very lucky. No injuries to either officer. And the officers also showed a lot of restraint because they did not return fire. They were able to immediately overpower the suspect and take him into custody.
Chief Inspector Small says the evidence detectives are processing include a loaded semi-automatic handgun, a spent shell casing, and the man's cell phone. He says the man is facing multiple charges, including assault on an officer and weapon violations. Jim.
Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that update. In other news, a Camden County police officer remains in critical but stable condition after he was stabbed in the neck during what investigators are calling an unprovoked attack. The attack happened outside of the Duran grocery store in Camden on Sunday night. Police say the suspect, 38-year-old Richard Dennis, came up from behind Officer Joshua McKnight and stabbed him in the neck. Camden County's police chief says that Officer McKnight is in and out of consciousness but is responsive.
This is a job he's wanted to do his entire life. His mother said that as soon as she got to the hospital, she couldn't stop him from being a police officer.
It was a senseless, heinous crime. My prayers first go out to the officer, his family on a speedy recovery.
Richard Dennis faces multiple charges, including attempted murder and aggravated assault. Mayor Karstafen met with Officer McKnight in the hospital. The mayor said he's grateful to the work of the police officers in the city of Camden and the doctors working to keep Officer McKnight alive. Mayor Karstafen said he is sending prayers for a full recovery. 5 people have been charged with illegally manufacturing guns in connection to the shooting at an Eid al-Fitr celebration in West Philly last spring. 5 other people were previously arrested for the shooting itself. The district attorney's office says it determined one of the guns used was privately manufactured, and now 5 people, including 2 juveniles, are facing charges.
Bulletproof glass compartments for SEPTA bus drivers will be put to the test today. Those compartments were designed after the murder of Bernard Gribben, the SEPTA driver who was shot and killed while on duty in October of 2023. Today's demonstration will feature SWAT officers firing multiple rounds at the bulletproof glass in order to test its durability. A pilot program to install those compartments on SEPTA buses is set to launch this spring. We are working to find out how many families were impacted by an apartment building fire. This is in Center City. The fire broke out around 11 o'clock last night at the Burlington House building on Spruce Street. The cause of the flames is under investigation. This morning, Philadelphia City Council's Special Committee on Kensington will hold a public hearing about the year-end report on the Kensington Revival Plan. It comes a day after city leaders gave an update on the progress they've made in combating drugs and crime in the area. According to the city, Philadelphia police seized more than $10 million worth of narcotics between March and December in Kensington, a lot of that being fentanyl. Officials also say drug dealing arrests were up 58% in the neighborhood, while homicides and shootings both fell by more than 40%. Despite those developments, though, some say they haven't seen the changes they were hoping for, specifically referring to how the area's homeless population has been handled.
They're just on the side streets. They're out of sight, out of mind, enough for developers to look at what they want to buy up. That's just what we're experiencing here.
Make no mistake about it. We are aware of that. We are concerned about that. We understand the community's concerns about that, and we're working on it, and we're going to have progress there.
City leaders are not declaring victory in the neighborhood, and they say they still know there is a lot of work to be done, but they also say they're encouraged by the progress they've seen in this first year.
Turning now to the latest on Pope Francis's health. Overnight, the Vatican released a brief statement saying the pontiff rested well throughout the night. The 88-year-old's health has improved slightly since being admitted to a Rome hospital 11 days ago for a serious respiratory illness. Doctors have not released an official prognosis, saying that his condition is touch and go. A Delaware County boy blessed by Pope Francis during his visit to Philadelphia in 2015 is praying for the Holy Father's recovery. Matt Campuzano was just 5 months old when Pope Francis embraced him while making the rounds in his Pope Mobile in Center City nearly 10 years ago. The family believes that special moment helped Matt.
He was born with a brain condition called hydrocephalus, which is, to put it simply, extra fluid in your brain that doesn't drain out. So he had a shunt put in. So when he was kissed by the Pope, we felt like it was a special blessing and a special grace for him and for his life, really, and he's doing so well.
I don't really remember it, but just looking at those pictures makes me feel like blessed.
Family says they'll never forget their special encounter with Pope Francis and that they pray for him every night.